Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll be talking about a new budget laptop from ASUS under the Vivobook series, the Vivobook OLED K15. So we have the Vivobook OLED K15 with us. So this is one of the budget laptops announced by ASUS. Now the important aspect about this laptop is that it comes with an OLED display. Now when you look at budget laptops or laptops under the sub 50,000 price segment, you can see almost all of them are LCD displays, and they don't have that kind of really punchy colors in the display, and they do look dull. But with the Vivobook K15 OLED display, ASUS is redefining the segment with a better display, and in fact this display is one of the highlights of this device. So this is the Vivobook K15 OLED with the Core i3. So this comes in three variants, the Core i7, Core i5 and Core i3. Now we have the base variant. This is priced 46,990, that's around 47,000 rupees. It comes with 8GB RAM and 256GB SSD, and it has Windows 10 and a beautiful 15.6 inches OLED display. So how good is the laptop? That's what we're going to talk about in this detailed video. So before getting started, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's begin. So first let's have a look at the design and build quality. Now if you look at the ASUS Vivobook, you can see that the design is not something which is outstanding, because all the Vivobooks looks quite similar. Here also you can see that the Vivobook branding. Now this is not completely metal chassis, nor it's completely plastic. Here actually this panel is a aluminum alloy, and you can see the rest of the areas is a plastic material. So it's a combination of metal and plastic chassis, around 1.7 kilograms in weight, and this is 15.6 inches laptop. So obviously the weight will be slightly higher because of the larger screen. Now overall the display, rather the design and build quality looks pretty good. It's a solid material in terms of design. It looks really good. The Vivobook branding, it is available in multiple colors. We have the gold, black and the silver. We have the silver variant with us. Now you can also see that the overall design looks pretty good. You can see that the large keyboard layout looks good, the trackpad, and also you get the integrated fingerprint scanner on the trackpad, which looks good. So overall the design language has been kept pretty good, and even the display bezels have been kept minimal on either sides. The top and the bottom have a bit of bezels, but again not a bad thing. You get the webcam on the top and the ASUS Vivobook branding at the bottom. So overall we feel it's definitely a good looking laptop out there, and with the brushed kind of aluminum finish, the overall build quality looks definitely good. And in fact this is a combination of metal and plastic build. So overall we feel the design and build quality is definitely good considering the budget segment it is being offered. Now moving on to the display. Now this is one of the highlights of, or rather the most important aspect about the ASUS Vivobook K15 OLED. Now as the name indicates, it's an OLED display. Now in the budget segment or the sub 50k price segment, most of the laptops have the LCD display, and not just a LCD display. The color gamut is much lower. Most of them have the 45% NTSC, or even the DCP3 color gamut will be much lesser. But here you get a laptop with almost great color accuracy. This is 100% DCI P3 color gamut, and it's a Pantone validated display, and you also get the TUV Rhineland certification. Along with that you get 400 nits of brightness. That's a peak brightness. Most of the budget laptops are like 250 or 300 nits. 300 is kind of maximum, but here you get the 400 nits of brightness. So display is one of the highlights of the device, and it's a crisp display, sharp, vivid and extremely bright display, and the viewing angles are also excellent. So this is one of the best displays, or rather the best display in the sub 50k price segment as of now. So if you are a person who loves watching movies, this is one of the best displays. And even if you want a display with good color accuracy in the budget segment, this is definitely worth buying for that. So that's the display aspect. Overall it's one of the best displays in the budget segment. And next let's move on to the keyboard layout. Now most of the budget laptops don't get a good keyboard. It's either cramped or the typing experience is not that good. Here you get a full-fledged keyboard. Backlighting is also included, and apart from that you also get a kind of lime green color around the enter key, which adds to the kind of premiumness, and overall it feels really nice. The typing experience is also good. The backlight in our silver model, it didn't feel that good because the white light and the silver light kind of merges, but in dark situation it definitely works. And also the typing experience is definitely good. The key travel is surprisingly good, and overall we felt we didn't see any sort of issues with the typing experience. Even the trackpad experience was surprisingly good, although budget laptops do have this issue with trackpads, but here the experience was more than satisfactory. You also get an integrated fingerprint reader on the trackpad, which works pretty good. So that's the keyboard and the typing experience. Now moving on to the performance. So this device has a Core i3, that's a dual core processor with 8GB RAM and 256GB storage. Now this is also available in Core i5 and Core i7 as well. This has the Intel Iris Xe graphics. Now being a Core i3 laptop, you can't expect a higher performance here. It's an entry level laptop, so you have to live with that performance on this laptop. But surprisingly, the laptop performance was pretty good, and we did not see any sort of lagginess. Even we tried with a bit of video editing, although this is not a laptop for video editing. We did some basic video editing, the 1080p resolution video editing, and it was surprisingly good. We didn't see any sort of lag, and for an entry level laptop, this definitely ticks in terms of performance, and it has 8GB RAM. And one of the downside is probably it does come with only 256GB SSD. So if you are a person who wants a lot of storage for storing your videos and photos, then probably you have to get the higher version, or you have to invest in an SSD or other hard disk so that you can copy and transfer the files. But the performance overall from the SSD was pretty good. Now next let's move on to the battery. So this device comes with a 42 watt hour battery. Now the battery performance is something which was not that great, because with 42 watt hour 3 cell battery we could get only like 4 hours or 4.5 hours on an average, which isn't bad actually, but being a OLED display, we would have liked somewhere around 5 to 6 hours battery life on this laptop. But that's where this fails in terms of giving the best battery life. It's not bad, but again we would have expected slightly better battery life on this laptop. Next, let's move on to the connectivity and ports. Now this device comes with two USB type A ports. These are USB type 2.0 ports on the left side. On the right side you get the charging port, then HDMI port, then one USB 3.2 port, that's a type A port. Then you have the USB type C port as well. Earphone jack and a micro SD card slot is also included. So these are the ports and connectivity, and you also get a dual band Wi-Fi 6 support and a Bluetooth 5.0 support is also included on this laptop. Now apart from that, you also get a webcam included. This is very much average webcam, not a really great quality, just a very basic average webcam included, but it still does support webcam, because that's one of the priority things when you're working from home. Now talking about the speakers, you get a Harman Kardon speaker, dual bottom firing speakers, and the speaker quality was again quite okay, considering that there is a budget laptop and also media consumption being a primary thing about this laptop. The speaker performance feels quite okay in our testing. So that was a detailed experience with the ASUS Vivobook K15 OLED. Now summing up, should you buy it at 46,990? So this laptop ticks almost all the right boxes, including a great display, one of the best displays out there, good performance all around, good typing experience, a good set of ports included. Although USB Type-C charging is not included, that could have been included. There is no PD charging supported with the USB Type-C port, but otherwise it definitely feels good. The design and build quality is again good. The performance is good. So those are the pros of this device. The cons include only 256GB storage is offered at this price segment. Again, not a bad thing. You'll have to invest on external hard disk, or you can go with a higher option. Apart from that, the other con would be, I would say, the battery performance isn't that impressive. We would have liked a slightly better battery performance. So, but overall at the price of 46,990, this is one of the good laptops available. For an entry level segment, we would say this is definitely a great laptop if you're looking for a good display, good performance, and all-round package from ASUS. So that was our detailed experience with the ASUS Vivobook K15 OLED. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.